What's going on, guys? Let me roll up the windows real quick and turn on the air conditioning. So I told you guys, if you didn't watch my last Thursday video, I told you guys to ask me some questions. So we'll start off with the questions. Let me see. So I can't Shah Nawaz and Shadow Demon basically asked the same question of, is it worth putting all the money into the car, which is a hot commodity. Definitely, I was going to address this, so I guess this will kind of be the video, is do I regret putting so much money into this car, and if I could have used the money to get something a lot faster, like an AMG, like one guy mentioned. Well, I mean, yes and no. Looking at how much I put into this car to make it to where it is, like I could have bought a Corvette, BMW, something that already is out of the box. You can get it used for, I don't know, 15 to 30 grand, and it's already 500 horsepower, 500 wheel horsepower, and you don't have to do anything to tune it like that. No extra money, nothing like that. So I mean, I really love my car, and how I was always going to keep it. I'm always going to set it up for the track. So I mean, no, I don't regret putting so much money into it to make it so fast. Yes, it's a ton of money to make it so fast. It's ridiculous how much you have to put onto the Subaru to make it where it is. Like an Evo, for example, as you guys may or may not know, Evos are very easy to modify. Their stock block, their transmission can hold a lot more power than a Subaru can on a stock block, stock transmission. This is a WRX, of course. STI, same thing. The motor is an issue, but the trans not so much. Whereas the Evo, the motor's not an issue, the trans is not an issue. Like a 5-speed can hold a lot, but if you get into like the MRs, which is the paddles and everything, that's the weak point. So I mean, if I knew this wasn't gonna be the car of my dream, like build it up, yes, I would have left it stage 2, something like that, little easy stuff, and gotten another car if I wanted something for more power. I wouldn't have dumped as the X amount of money I did into this motor build to make it this fast. I would have just bought an entirely different car, but this is my track car, like the car that I want to take on the track. So I don't regret putting so much money into it. I just wish, or actually, yeah, I guess overall, if I wanted a faster car, this wouldn't be it. I would definitely get something else. So if you're on the fence about if you want to get another car or keep the Subaru and build it up, my goal or my thought process would be, if this isn't going to be your dedicated, like power only car, do not build it up. Use that money, save for something with more power straight out of the box, and it'll be loads easier. I don't think it's worth, if this is going to be like maybe your partly built car or something like that, build something else up. Don't build a Subaru. Save your money, go elsewhere. I guess that's in short, like, yeah. If this isn't going to be your only car, if the Subaru's not going to be your only car, buy something else. Totally buy something else with more power. Have fun with that. Don't stress about worrying about your block blowing, having to buy all these extra parts. The Subaru probably isn't the best platform for a huge amount of power band if it's not going to be your lifetime goal, your long-term goal, stuff like that. So I hope that kind of answers your questions about if you should use the money and buy a different car with more power, already done, stock kind of deal, or use the money and build your Subaru. Hope that answers it. If not, please ask me again in the questions and I'll reiterate it and hopefully answer it better to your standards. Another question is, what is a good exhaust for your Subaru? I've run the NVIDIA N1, I've run the nameless turboback exhaust, and I've run the Tomei, and I've heard plenty of other exhausts. If you guys do not remember, I did the whole exhaust thread. Just go back and under the playlist, go to exhaust, and there's tons of exhaust videos there. It all comes down to personal preference. There's nothing else to it besides personal preference. And also, if you can get out to meet people, if you can get out and meet people, that's the best way you're going to find an exhaust. Listening to theirs, fine-tuning, fine-picking, because each person out there is different of what they like to hear. Now, if you just want to go for the classic Subaru rumble, I guess I would say the NVIDIA N1 because it's the cheapest exhaust out there. Definitely can find it used for pretty cheap. I think it's one of the most, if not resold exhausts out there besides Nameless. But I mean, that's kind of it for exhausts. Just watch my exhaust video threads, and this dude behind me is jamming out. Yeah, a little update on life. The guy still is jamming out behind me. And then also December 10th I will be signing up for that, and I'm not going to do anything else besides buy new tires. Probably stiffen up the suspension, like coils. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it is not raining when I go out to Thunderhill, because I mean, yes, it'll be fun, but I'm trying to get faster, work on my techniques, and the rain will just that's a whole different situation. You gotta worry about rain, of course, hydroplaning. I think I would probably, or I will, run the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. I wouldn't run the NT01s, but it would definitely be a lot slower pace, figuring out the car, possibly even sliding the car, I don't know. But that's future plans, December 10th. This coming, or when am I posting this? Well, October 1st, I will be attending Bay Area Meets, also known as BAM. I believe it's being held, or it is being held, at the San Jose Giants, so the AAA Giants field. I will be there. I'll be probably at Adam's booth. Still have to talk to him about that. But I'll be there in Adam's booth. I'll be filming, stuff like that. And then also I'd like to throw out there, for the most part, my weekends are fairly open. So if you would like to schedule a shoot, like a video, please send me an email. Please shoot me a DM and we can work something out within my schedule. Also rides if you guys want that. And that's it for news. So I'm gonna leave you guys there. Hopefully answer your questions. Please feel free to keep asking more questions. I love answering your guys' questions. I love getting to interact with you guys, connect better on a more personal level, answer your questions you need, because I mean, from a YouTuber's perspective, sometimes coming up with video ideas are hard because I don't know entirely what you guys are interested in. What I find interesting may be different from what you find interesting. So I want to make sure these videos are educational, but also very, what's the right word? I don't know the right word for keeping your attention. So yeah, that's it mainly. I'm rambling, so I'm probably losing your attention. So I'm gonna sign off here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.